Charlie Brown. That's what I was trying to figure out. Peace and blessings, everyone. Grand rising. Peace to the gods, man. It's Mr. I woke up like this. You hear me? GeeDaStarFlower, melanated god of love. I'm just here to give off some good energy. Good energy. Good vibe. Love is love. Time to stop playing out here, y'all. Time to stop playing out here. And it's never too late, so I don't like when people feel as though they're too old or too this to start making some sort of changes within their life. There is no truth in that at all. You hear me? It's never too late. You're never too old. God bless you. To make those changes that need to be made. You know? I spent a lot of my life playing around as a grown man, still running around out here doing kid shit, you know, trying to keep up with the Joneses, not listening to my mama and things like that. I wasted a lot of time, you know, when if I would have took heed to my mama's words and I would have applied some of the things that she told me to my life, I wouldn't have to go through the shit that I went through. But you know, a lot of shit made me a better me. Because if I wasn't left in present by my mama and I didn't have to experience that life, then I wouldn't know this life. Everything happens for a reason. So if she didn't put me through that type of shit, I wouldn't understand this life now. You know? So everything made me a better me. You have to live life in order to know how. You have to learn life. You have to learn life in order to live it, you know? And the only way you can learn life is if you live it. Like you can't speak on certain shit that happens within people's life if you never been through that shit. Like I hate when people try to give me advice about something that they never been through. How can you tell me about something you never been through? Come on now. You can give your opinions on things. Everyone has an opinion. But to actually sit and try to give someone some advice about something, if you've never been through that, you never felt that pain, you never felt that hurt, shut your mouth. Sit back and learn. You might can learn something from the person who's actually going through it versus you trying to speak on it. Let's make that make sense. You're a bus driver. You've been driving buses all your life. You can't tell me how to fix a refrigerator. You're a bus driver. You've been a bus driver for 30 years. You hear me? Now, if I have a problem with a bus, I'm gonna make sure I call your ass. All right, Mr. Bus Driver. I'm not gonna call you for nothing else other than what you're known for doing. All right. My point is, man, stop trying to put y'all time into shit that y'all know nothing about. Stop speaking on shit that y'all know nothing about. Stop trying to give people advice about shit you know nothing about. Unless you felt that pain, unless you know what that hurt is, don't speak on it. How about y'all stop speaking on shit that you have no idea or clue of, period? How about that? How about we start there? You know? Open your mouth where you can actually elaborate on certain situations, right? Don't just open your mouth just to be opening your mouth. A lot of y'all talk too much. If you could get paid for the words that come out of y'all mouth, you motherfuckers will be rich. Be rich. But you can't. You still broke. So shut the fuck up. Stop talking. Unless y'all gonna make something make sense, stop fucking talking. You're wasting your breath, time, and energy. Like seriously. And then y'all wonder why these younger brothers and sisters don't listen to y'all. I just clearly told y'all why they don't listen to y'all. Same thing I told y'all yesterday on my show, right? we sit back and we complain about these kids acting too grown, right? But if these grown people didn't act like kids, the kids wouldn't act grown. Listen, man, I am living proof of what I'm saying to y'all. I had to really experience this type of shit. That's why I'm presenting it. I was a grown kid. You hear me? I was a grown kid. Today is a new day, though. Today is a new day. I no longer accept bullshit. I no longer accept anything that doesn't apply to me. Period. I am my own government. I am my own president. I abide by my own rules. Rules of the universe, not government rules. I don't abide by anything that has to do with the government. I don't listen to anything that was stored into our brains for multiple years. That has no, I have no clue of any of that. I clearly erased everything out of my head, meaning I know nothing about that world. Nothing. I'm creating my own. Okay? I don't sit back and complain about history that never was. I don't know nothing about no slavery. I don't have no ancestors that were slaves. I'm not allowing that type of lifestyle to be stored into my brain anymore. Because where have it happened? When? Who? It's a lot of people out here that's still living that's over 100 years old or in the 80s or 90s. So if there are 80-year-olds, 90-year-olds, up to 100-year-old women and men that are still living, right, today, why haven't they told y'all these stories? Why haven't y'all heard any personal stories about them being tied up, slaved, whipped, beat, and all of that? Why haven't y'all heard anything? I had a conversation with my mother one day, right? And I asked my mother, I said, Ma, have you ever heard any like stories from grandma or your grandmother about, this type of stuff happening within history? She said no. So, and you gotta base this off the fact that these are people that were living during the times that this stuff's supposed to have been happening. So if these people were living during the time that this stuff was happening, right? Don't you think those stories would have been passed down? Like that story would have been passed down to my mom. My mom would have passed those stories down to me and my sister. Me and my sister would have passed those stories down to our kids, right? Right? Because that's history, right? Why haven't nobody heard this? Stop sitting back complaining about history that never was. Stop putting y'all hands out to these white people as if they owe y'all something. No, go take back what was taken from us instead of sitting back complaining about what's owed to you. That's what made you motherfuckers lazy, because y'all got that bullshit stored into y'all brains, where though y'all feel like the white people owe us, y'all sitting back being lazy as hell, just waiting for the day that the white people owe us. White people don't owe us shit. White people don't owe us shit. This shit ain't even about race, to be honest. It's just so happened the people that's on the other side that's doing all the controlling, they are pale-faced people. But this has nothing to do with us against white people. It's all one race. If y'all had a clear understanding, it is all one race. They the ones that did the separation. They separated us through religion. They separate us through race, which is all one race and there is no religion. That was part of the separation. You hear me? Today, y'all might not understand. Today you might not understand, but I guarantee you tomorrow you will. I don't want y'all to be put in a situation where you have no choice but to understand. I would rather y'all understand and get it now, versus y'all being put in a situation where you have no choice. Because when you put in that situation, it may be too late. It may be too late at that time. Mama, don't wash them. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me and my mama, we laying down strict rules now, man. 'Cause like I said, it's never too late to make some sort of changes. And I'm here to right my wrong. Y'all get what I'm saying? I'm here to right my wrongs along my journey, you know, because I have a clear understanding of why I'm here. You know, that's why I do this. You hear me? This is why I go live and I deliver these type of messages to y'all. This is part of my purpose. Even my creator did this. Y'all get what I'm saying? I have a clear understanding of that. For multiple years, I always wondered why I was the person that gave so much love to everybody and never received it. And I'm not saying that to say that I never received love. I just never received it the way that I was given it. You feel me? I always felt like you should receive what you give, like exactly the same. That's what was in my head. I'm sorry. I have a better understanding now, but at that time, I felt as though whatever we deliver to this universe or the people that we choose to associate ourselves with, I felt as though that shit should be returned. If I love you that much, I felt as though you should love me that much too. That's a lie. Okay? It's not meant for us to receive. It's only meant for us to give. So once I understood, I got a clear understanding of that, I'm able to operate differently now. You know, I'm able to go about life differently, you know, without having to worry about why this person don't or why that person don't. I understand now. It's not meant for those people to love me the way that I love them. It's only meant for me to give that love. I am GeeDaStarFlower, melanated God of love. You know, I am here to give that love that you were all lacking in life. Because a lot of y'all never received this type of love that I give. You hear me? Not a lot of y'all never received this type of love that I give because it's genuine, it's pure. Y'all not used to that. So it's like some people reactions towards the love that is given, you got to understand that their reactions is that way because they're not used to it. They don't even understand it. And guess what? They can love you back, but don't even know it because they never felt it. So you can't expect these people to feel some type of way if they never felt that feeling to understand what the feeling is. Am I making any sense to y'all right now? Because I know I'm making a lot of sense to me. You know, listen to, hey, it was a commercial a long time ago, man. You remember the commercial? You can learn a lot from a dummy. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all remember that commercial? You can learn a lot from a dummy. Y'all notice I always say at the end of my videos, I'm just a dumbass nigga from East Baltimore. And that's not to literally say that I'm dumb, because I'm smart as hell. My mama raised a smart child. Just had a conversation with my sons last night about how I was in school. I was a teacher's favorite in school. You hear me? I wasn't a knucklehead. You hear me? But now that I'm older and I've learned that a lot of what been stored into our brains was fake. It's not true, you know. So it's like my job to present what it is now. You know, it's up to y'all to listen. Like, I'm not here to force you guys to like listen or take heed to my words. I'm not. I'm just here to deliver these messages. That's part of my purpose. This is part of my journey. I can't stop, won't stop. But like I said, it's never too late to change. All right. I'll be 41 years old next month. You know, I just started making these major changes within my life, what, 2, 3 years ago. You know, I'll be 41 years old next month. I just started making these major changes within my life. It's never too late to change. All right. So don't let nobody ever tell y'all that. I don't give a fuck how old you are. You can be 80 years old in a fucking wheelchair. If you want to make some sort of changes within your life, go ahead and make those changes. My brother, my sister, I got your back. I believe in you. Rather those people that you have within your circle don't, I believe in y'all. I love y'all. You hear me? And I mean that. That's another thing. People don't receive that on a day-to-day basis. People don't receive that at all. You know? Do you know how much change you can make in someone's life if you were to just walk up to a random person, right? This is my challenge to y'all, all right? All right? I want to see if y'all can really do this because y'all do all them goofy ass challenges that them white motherfuckers put on YouTube that have y'all out here looking goofy, setting yourself on fire challenges, the ice challenge, dumping bottles, buckets of ice on you in the snow. Like y'all will do all that weird shit so they can look back and watch y'all and laugh while they eating their popcorn and shit while we out here looking like some goofy motherfuckers, right? Yeah. All right, so here's my challenge to y'all. I challenge y'all to walk outside and the first random person you see that may look like they got it on their mind, they might look sad, they might look like they're going through some things, they're stressed out or whatever the case may be. Walk up to that person and say, hey, brother, hey, sister, I love you. Do that. Do that. Walk up to that person and say, hey, brother, hey, sister, I love you. I guarantee you that will make so much of an impact within their life. A very big impact, a very big change within their life. If a random person that they have no clue of, no knowledge of, walks up to them and tell them, man, I love you. Listen, I'm only giving y'all this based off of what I've done. I've done this. I've told random people I love them, looked them in their eyes and met it. Really done. Y'all better start walking around here playing, man. It ain't no time to be playing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not one of those people that every New Year's or every year, my mom and my kids, they right here. So anybody can vouch it. And my son only here because he missed school and he is punished for missing school today. So don't look at me as a bad dad because my kids ain't in school. No. They're gonna make up for that. But anyway, my mom is right here. She can even tell y'all, you know, she can vouch for some of the things that actually everything that I said, you know. It took me a long time, a very long time to get to this stage of life. Yeah, mama, I told you that. I said, yeah. I text you back. I said, yeah. I didn't say I fixed it, but you asked me. I said, yeah. And it was in the microwave all damn night. Word. But yeah, so it took me a very long time. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It took me a very long time to grow up. It did. I'm still growing. I'm still working on me. I'm still working on me, y'all. But it's like I get it now. You know, that's one thing I can say. I get it now. I have a clear understanding of everything now. You know, that's why I tell y'all we gotta learn to watch our words because a lot of what you speak into the universe, you will receive. Okay, so you gotta start watching your words. You know, especially when we're angry and we speaking out of anger. You know, emotions and things like that. We have to watch our words, especially when you're speaking something negative towards other people. Because that shit can actually happen to that person. All right, prime example. Let's say you're mad at your brother, sister, a best friend, whoever, and your anger is to that higher level to the point where you, man, fuck that bitch. I hope that bitch died. Some shit like that, right? And then the next day she turn around and die, or he turn around and die. You know why? You spoke that into existence. You have to watch your word because some of the shit that you speak into the universe will actually happen. It becomes a reality. Watch your word. So I have negative thoughts, but I don't allow those thoughts to become my word. You know, because I do know that the devil controls your thoughts, especially the negative thoughts. You know, and that's his way of trying to get through to us, even especially when you're on the right path. When you're on the right path, oh man, all types of negative bullshit gonna come your way. I'm trying to tell you that journey is different. Now, if you run around here and you doing all the devil's work, oh, you all right. You all right. At least you think you are anyway, because nothing is happening to you because you're doing the devil's work. So if you're doing the devil's work, the devil is not going to intervene on you doing his work. The devil's only going to intervene on when you're doing God's work. Okay? So you're going to have the most problems within your life when you're doing God's work. When you're doing the devil's work, you're A-okay. You're going to be out here living la vida loca. You hear me? You're going to have everything you want because you're doing the devil's work. You don't have to go through nothing to do the devil's work. The devil's work come easy, but it's going to be hard at the end. I promise y'all that. Huh? You think you got it good now, huh? Yeah, because you're doing his work. Yeah, but you're going to have a problem at the end. You're going to have a problem at the end. Yeah. So I advise y'all to do God's work. I advise y'all to follow the path that your creator set for you to walk. That's what I advise y'all to do. You know, I would rather take the hard route and do God's work than to take the easy route and do the devil's work, because the devil's work is the easy route. Why do y'all think all these people out here that's doing all this negative shit is looking like they living so good? The drug dealers got all the money, the big cars, all the fancy clothes. They out here, they living good, right? Right? I mean, it looks that way to the outside world anyway, right? But guess what? That day will come. That day will come. Listen, I can only speak on this type of shit because I was that person. You hear me? I was the drug dealer out here thinking life was so fine and dandy because I had fresh clothes. I had money in my pocket every day until my ass was sitting in that goddamn jail cell. The devil couldn't help me then. The devil couldn't help me when I was in that jail cell. That bitch ass nigga didn't break me out of jail. Did he, mama? He didn't break me out of jail. My mama didn't either. It took for my mama to say, I'm tired of coming to get your ass. After the second, I'm gonna say after the second time, I'm gonna give her 3. Because mamas are mamas. They love us. They don't want to see their children in prison and things like that. So hold on, y'all. So I'm gonna say it took at least about. I remember her saying after the first time, I ain't coming to get your ass no more. She might have felt bad the second time and still came and got me. But that third time, shit. Yeah, all right. That's when I started saying cold floors and closed doors. Yeah. I told him yesterday, Mom, I caught my first drug charge at 13 years old. There ain't no way in the world at 13 years old I should have been out there doing any of that shit. But, I don't blame my parents. I don't blame my mama for none of the shit that I've done when it comes to the street. You know what I'm saying? She really couldn't control what I do outside of her home. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real, And that goes for all us parents. We can't really control what goes on outside of the home. We can only control what goes on when they're in the home, So we can install all of that in our kids when they're in the home with us, but then they could go outside of that home and forget everything that we say. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to let them live their life. You have to live life in order to understand it, So that's like me, prime example. The fact that I've been through that street life, I've been through those prisons, and I've done all of that, right? Me sitting and telling my kids all of that type of life so they won't have to live it doesn't mean that they're going to listen to my stories and be like, well, dad been through that. I'm not going to do it. It may be situations where they actually have to go through it in order to understand it. I can speak on my nephews right now. Y'all know me, I'm real live and direct with this. If I'm gonna give y'all something, I'm gonna be real with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way that I'm gonna be able to get through to any of y'all if I keep it real. Okay? So I'm gonna use my nephew as a prime example. You know, this is someone that I've had multiple talks with about certain things when it comes to the streets and what not to do and all of that, right? And still, he turned around and had to experience all of it. You know, he turned around and had to experience all of this shit. You know, and I told my brother the other day, man, like I really take blame in a lot of the shit because I can't even blame my brother because he was locked up. So I can't say, oh, you're the reason why, you know, he chose to do this. I was the one out here promoting this fucking gangster shit, this fake ass life, this gang banging shit, a bunch of fake bullshit. I was the one out here promoting that shit as if it was cool, you know, not really understanding that they look up to me. So if they see me doing this shit and I'm making it seem like this is the way to go about life, of course they're gonna apply that shit to their life. Uncle doing it, daddy's doing it. Well, shit, it must be cool to do, right? Yes, that's how shit go. So I have to blame my fucking self for that. I told y'all I'm here to right my wrongs, though. And in order for me to right my wrongs, I have to admit to my fault. You know, I have to admit to my wrong. I'm not one of these people that's going to be running around out here thinking I'm just the best guy in the world and I did this and I did that. And no, man, I'm not going to glorify that life. I'm not going to glorify that because that wasn't me. I'm going to give y'all me 100%. I was a fucked up individual at one point in time of life. Yes, I was. I was way too old to be running around here doing the dumbass, goofy ass shit that I was doing. Yes, I was. But today is a new day. You hear me? Today is a new day. It's never too late to change. And I'm a prime fucking example of that. Walk what you talk, y'all. Don't just talk. You know? We heard too much talking out here, man. Where's the walking? How many so-called leaders have we had that stood up for us so-called black folks, right? But yet, was there no moves being made? It was just a lot of talking on the internet and the news and things like that. What y'all have to have an understanding is that when we do all that on the internet and, you know, trying to expose certain shit to the news and things like that, that's just giving them a warning of what we plan on doing. Those who know, you know. So that's like, all right, if we're planning to take over some shit, right? Let's say, all right, a bunch of black people, melanated people, was planning on going over to take over the White House and turn that bitch to the Black House, right? Right? So we get on social media and we're on the news and we're doing all this exposing our plan to do this. What do y'all think they're going to do? Come on now, let's make it make sense. If we're exposing on social media everywhere that we plan on going to turn the White House into the Black House, do y'all think they're not going to have a million goddamn military motherfuckers out there bitch with guns waiting for our dumbasses? Why? Because we chose to get on social media and expose this shit to everyone. Now they know our plan. Dummies. Come on now. We got to work behind closed doors. That's how you move. You hear me? We have to build these organizations behind closed doors. That's how you move. But it has to be a bunch of us that has the same mind frame, like with the same mentality. Like we have that same ambition within us, that same thrill, that same drive has to be within all of us. It can't just be a couple of us that's willing to, put their life on the lines and things like that for our family members. Because there's a lot of people out here that feel the same way that I feel. I'm willing to die to make sure my kids and my mom and everybody else lives a different type of life and doesn't have to go through this shit as far as what the government is installing in us. I'm willing to stand and die for that, you know? So it has to be a multiple amount of us that's willing to take those risks in order for us to win. All right. So if y'all not willing to take those risks, those same risks as I am, those sacrifices that I am, it's not going to work, And it's going to take more than just a me. It's going to take way more than just a me. But I am a starting point. I'm a starting point. I'm that stepping stool. When you're walking up the steps, you got to pick your leg up and step on the first step. I'm that first step. I'm that first step. I'm trying to help you put your upper foot up on the step. You hear me? So you can make your way through the door. Ooh, yeah, let's make it make sense. Let's make it make sense, man. So I'm going to keep delivering what I deliver to y'all. Because I love y'all. I really love y'all. It hurts me to see my people, our people, go through the shit that y'all go through, but yet y'all are the reasons why y'all go through it. Y'all too busy out here entertaining a life that ain't yours. Y'all out here trying to walk past that's not your path. You putting on shoes that don't belong to you. Huh? Everyone has a purpose in life. You have to understand what your purpose is and walk that. Like everyone has their own purpose. Like it's only for you. You are the only one that's set to accomplish these missions that our creator set out for you. You have to understand what that is. Y'all have to understand what that is. If you don't get a clear understanding of what that is, y'all going to continue to run around here loose-minded, goofy as hell. Y'all confusing yourself because y'all don't even understand why you are here. You don't understand your purpose of being here. So, of course, you're going to continue to run around loose-minded, goofy, confused. Find yourself, man. And it's crazy because your purpose could be something that you've literally been doing all your life. You just don't understand that is your purpose of being here. Like I just told y'all, I went years trying to figure out why do I give off this type of love, this type of respect, this type of loyalty to everybody? Why am I such this good everything to everybody, but yet I've never received that from these people? Had to really sit back and ask myself that, and then I got a clear understanding. Okay, this is what God meant for me to do. This is my purpose. This is what he put me here to do. I am melanated God of love. I am here to give off that love that you all been lacking within your life. Y'all never got to experience having this type of love. And it's really fucked up though. It really is. I've seen both sides of the track. I know what being family orientated consists of. I know what being raised as a family consists of. Like I know what that type of love is, because I received that from mine. A lot of y'all never received that from y'all, so y'all have no understanding of it. I get it. But what I want y'all to understand is what I'm giving to y'all is what y'all been lacking all of y'all life. You wonder why you so angry, why you so fucked up in the head, why you going through this, why you going through that. It's because of the fact that you never received that love that was very much needed. Whether it was from your mama, your daddy, your big brother, your big sister, aunt, auntie, whatever. You haven't received that. You never received that. Therefore, you don't know how to accept it. How could someone accept something that they have no knowledge of? Huh? So I get it. listen, and like I said, a lot of what I present to y'all is based off of my life experiences. So I'm going through certain shit, dealing with different people within my life, and that's giving me an understanding of what it is. I get it. Okay? I get it. But I'm gonna just say this before I close out, man. I love every last one of y'all. You know, I love every last one of y'all, man. You know, never give up on your dreams. You know, is this something? If it's something that you know that you've been wanting to do all your life, like me, I'm a chef. I cook. That's my gift from my creator. That's what I am the best at what I do. You know, and that's another thing. I want y'all to install that into y'all brains too. Never let anyone tell you that you're not the best at what you feel as though you are the best at. Like whatever you know that you're good at doing, you are the best at that. You are the best at doing that. And never let anyone tell you that you're not. Never let anyone tell you that you can't do what the fuck you want to do out here. Because you can do whatever you want to do in life. Long as you put that energy into doing that. You know, stop giving energy into things that you cannot change. Because we do put a lot of energy into shit that we cannot change. Only thing that you can the only thing that y'all can change and control is you. That's it. You cannot change nor control anybody else out here besides your kids. And you can't really do that. You can install things into them, but you can't change their mindset. It's up to them to take heed to those words and apply it to their life. So stop thinking that we can say and do things that's going to change other people. Only thing you can do is change yourself. And that is the first step. Cause who want to listen to someone who hasn't even changed their self? I know I don't. I'm not gonna listen to some drunky ass nigga, wino ass unk that I know go to the bar every fucking day, be drunk as shit out there in the corner every fucking day, but yeah, you try to tell me about changing my fucking life. Nigga, you a drunk. You all this bitch drunk every fucking day, but you sit here trying to preach to me about changing my life. Oh, I would respect it if you were to tell me, boy, I don't want you to be like me. I'll respect that because you're a drunk. You're a wino. You out here every day wasting life, wasting energy. Now, if you are to approach me and say, look here, nephew, I don't want you to come up to be like me, then I will respect that. But don't be out here trying to preach all that bullshit within our ears and shit, knowing you out here fucked up your goddamn self. No, we not doing that. We're not doing that. And then y'all wonder why these younger and the younger generation don't want to listen to y'all. Who the fuck want to listen to a drunk, a drug addict, a low life? Like who wants to listen to y'all? Like how much sense does that make? You have nothing going on within your life. You are a low life individual, but you want to try to preach something to the young generation. Come on now, let's make it make sense. Hey, and that's not to say that a lot of these people on the internet or on social media are worth listening to too, because they not. A lot of them just trying to gain views, gain likes, boost their pages up, their YouTube pages. They're trying to make money off of this shit. You know, a lot of these people, and that's another thing I spoke about on my show. If y'all can name one other blogger or YouTuber or whatever, right? That's really making money off of their own content. I deliver my own content to y'all. I started Dotmar Radio back in 2012. Y'all can go back from the beginning on up to now. I've never delivered no one else's content to y'all. Everything that I ever did was mine. Think about that, y'all. Everybody that y'all know, as far as these YouTubers, bloggers, broadcasters, they all making money off of other people's content. You feel me? They record shit that they see on YouTube and Instagram, celebrities and all of that, and they repost it on their pages. They're making money off of other people's content. Nobody's making money off of their own content. Check my history. Check GeeDaStarFlower's history. I'm winning off of my own content. Point blank, period. Hold on, y'all. Hello? Yes. Yes. I mean, it would have to be from either Wednesday to Saturday. These are my off days. I'm going to say Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Thursday, Friday, or Saturdays are cool with me. Any Thursday, Fridays, or Saturday. Let's do tomorrow. 2. Yes. Okay, can you send it to my email? You have my email, right? Okay, can you send it to my email so I can like put it in my calendar? Okay. All right, thank you. Boss moves, you hear me? That's how you boss up, man. I'm just here to give prime example of, like, in the middle of me giving y'all this energy, I'm getting these phone calls. So y'all can see what GeeDaStarFlower is doing. But no, that's another apartment I gotta go see tomorrow. I gotta go see her apartment today. I gotta, damn, what up? What's tomorrow? Friday? All right, I got an appointment today, tomorrow, and Saturday for 3 different apartments. So, bossing up. Mm-hmm. God damn, is this another one? Hello? This is an important message from Lock Raven Academy regarding your child, Deshaun Johnson. I told you I did. Yeah, yeah. But it's all right, y'all. It was a half a day. Like I said, they got their punishment for the day. I did take my middle son's phone, but I gave it back to him. But I'm gonna give him another punishment. I watched it. Yo, what's up? Yo, okay. What's up to you? Love is love, man. Love is love. Now, but you have 3 appointments. Yeah. But I'm gonna close this out though, y'all. This was GeeDaStarFlower, melanated God of love, man. I'm just here to deliver that positive energy to the people. Not my people, not his people, not her people, the people, us as a whole. So stop trying to separate everyone by race. There's only one race. I love white people. I love Mexican people. I love African people. I love Korean people. I love you all. Do you hear me? Okay? So stop allowing that bullshit to be installed into our brains that's trying to separate us from religions and races. That's part of them, Love is love. Stay woke. You hear me? This is GeeDaStarFlower. I woke up like this. My name is Mr. I woke up like this. You hear me? Love is love. Stay blessed.